Quick thing before I start this video, small epilepsy warning, so if you have issues with that kind of thing, this has a lot of flashing and that could cause issues. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Goobies, or welcome back to it if you caught my previous video on this game. It is, oh my god, I'm adorable. Okay, and I can in fact attack, that's a good sign. Oh, am I firing like a kind of weird double shot thing? Cool! Let's see. Halo, extra damage per HP lost, regenerate HP, deal more damage the faster you move. Let's see. Otherwise, I could dissolve for some extra EXP. I'm gonna go for the Halo. It's just universally useful. And I want to take some damage here so I can actually get reasonably strong. This character actually has a self-heal, so that should be fine. Ooh. Dealing damage to enemies above 95% HP has a 20% chance to do that, but again. Ooh, obliteration. Sure, I'll snag that. But yeah, it's a really cute looking bullet heaven that's also, like, mercilessly difficult. It's gotten some major updates. Tab or middle mouse button to display my stats. Oh, that's nice. I wish it wouldn't run me straight into enemies when I left it, but whatever. Okay, so do I want Garlic Aura? Chance of igniting. AoE fire on death. Let's go fire AoE. And for whatever reason, this character just runs for just a hot second upon, leaving a menu. I don't know why. Not my controller plugged in. No, my controller is not plugged in. So, yeah, I don't know how or why. Let's see, idle hands. Additional projectiles do less damage. Sure. I think I'll be fine. I'm curious what the green light just kind of floating next to me is, but, and you know what, I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Okay, regenerate HP, take less damage, increase movement speed, or sonic howl. Let's just go for the movement speed. There's an item that specifically scales my... There we go, there's some damage. There's one that specifically scales my damage based on my movement speed. So attack range might not be a bad idea. Enemies have a chance of exploding on death, or... let's see. I'm just gonna level up that fire, seeing as we've already got it. I'm hoping we can get a mid-boss to show up at some point. Hopefully we get two, because they usually have pretty good bits for me. Okay, initial attack will pierce enemies. Ooh. All of these are great. Soft blobs. Soft blobs with piercing should be really nice. Also, wow, maybe I don't need range on this guy. He seems to have infinite range. Increase the radius of all AoE items, more damage, deal more damage the faster you move, damage per movement speed. There's tranquilizing mass. I'm gonna go for girthed up, though. I guess that fire AoE isn't quite as good as I'd like it to be, but I could potentially get it to be huge. Attacks can conjure a hailstorm, or explode, or increase my movement speed. Let's go for the explosions. I know I've gone for this build in the past and it didn't go so hot for me, but yeah, I believe in the me that believes in the me. I'm gonna take some damage here, but again, this character has decent natural self-heal, so I don't need it that much. Chance of conjuring a meteoroid or homing goo seeks out enemies, small radius explosion. I'm gonna go for the higher chance. The meteoroid could be good, but hard to say. Okay, chance to spawn lightnings. Damage above 90%, 25% chance of dealing 40% of that damage again. Let's go for that. I want to go for like a pure raw damage build on the one character benefited around, that benefits directly from one-shotting things, but eh. Let's see, one dizzy ball that shoots enemies, or increase damage by 15%. Just go for that. Yeah, I don't think I'm girthed up enough that we could actually... Sorry, I've been playing too much Grounded. I don't think I'm strong enough that I could actually do the twice as many enemies upgrade yet. Okay, let's take some damage here. I must become stronger. Where are the mid-bosses? Where are my foes? It's interesting that they come in waves now, that you can almost kill them too fast. Let's see. More damage the faster you move? Yeah. The more I can... There we go. There's a mid-boss. Or is that the boss? I think that might actually be a boss. I'm surprised. Okay. 3 times 20% AoE radius. Ooh. Okay, so that's a big upgrade there. Yeah, not a single mid-boss was seen that day. Weird. I love this character. He just seems so unhappy with everything that is going on. Let's see. 20... That's a very low chance. We also have the implode AoE. But I think I'm gonna keep working on the fire for the time being, because if I can get that to chain react, yep, there we go. Okay. Boomerang, lightning, or release 2 worms on death. Let's go for chain lightning. We're just gonna have oodles of proc effects just going on here. And it's gonna be really silly. Okay, increase the damage of all AoE items. Yeah. I don't actually know if that includes the fire. I certainly hope it would. Be odd if it didn't. Yeah, my entire goal is to just have really big AoEs that clear groups super fast. Let's see. All damage dealt has a 10% chance of critting. Or splinter. Let's go for the chance of critting. Because we want to get that up so I can get that slash. The one immediate problem with this is it's going to be a little hard for me to collect all of my bits. Okay, piercing saw blade, howl, hailstorm. I'm just going to go for the howl. I don't know if the howl does a knockback anymore. It used to knock enemies back, which would cause problems, but here it seems to be not as bad. Let's see. More pierce. Not that my damage is good, but I just want to spread it around. Let's see. Fire even more projectiles, but do even less damage. Idle hands is a little terrifying. So let's go for the attack speed. The other thing about idle hands is I can technically use it infinitely. And so I can leave that for later. Let's clear out my, I was gonna say my draw pool. But this ain't no deck builder. Okay, crit chance, yeah. I don't entirely know if burn damage can crit. I'm going to assume it can. I'm certainly seeing a lot of crits getting thrown around. Oh, there's a mid-boss. Okay. Let's see, do we want to have my initial attack fork? Sure. I don't think it actually... I don't think the fork does anything, unfortunately for me. But maybe that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna run the fringes. Extra HP per lost. Let's see. Sure. I'm gonna keep working on the halo. Alright, and we get wildfire. So, enemies have a ignite an AoE upon... have a 25% ignite an AoE wildfire upon death, dealing 1.5 damage for half a second for 2.5 seconds. Double damage based on the number of enemies hit. That's pretty good. Seems like Magnus is easier now? I could be wrong. Let's keep getting girthed up. Oh no, I guess the developers too have been playing too much Grounded. Good. It's a fine game. It's very fun. And that laser does not seem to be the death sentence that it used to be. I might be able to turn this up to double mobs. Though I'd have to be very careful about what build I'm specifically rolling here. Okay. Increase the AoE of everything. Yeah. Like, the howl would be nice. Okay, and 30% attack speed. That's pretty good. No. All the EXP did not get glommed up. There's a little bit left. On the margins. Not that it strictly matters too much. But I'd still prefer to get get and keep as much EXP as I possibly can. We are going to have to up my overall damage here. My basic bullet damage. Like, my burn procs and my on-kill procs are absurd. We just need to actually hit critical mass for it to work. Do we keep doing girthed up radius of all AoEs, or... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the radiuses. I want the whole screen to blow up. It is but this lad's dream. I mean, we're already pretty close to it. Let's see. Damage, frost bolts, spiky disc, condensed power. I really should probably clear my... Let's see. I should probably clear my pools out by picking up the saw blades. But it's just so tempting to go more AoE. Let's go for the spikes. It seems like this has improved dramatically. I mean, the fact that I managed to leave the first zone at all speaks volumes, I would say. Okay, more EXP, piercing, nah, Sonic Howl. Okay, that was just a magnet. I probably should have left that. Ooh. Was that crit chance or crit damage? Middle mouse. Okay, crit chance. I think that must have been crit strike damage. There we go. You see the just giant glob of enemies just come popping out, and it's like, ah, and then they explode. Let's see, do we want to keep working on Sonic Howl? Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of the knockback on the Sonic Howl, I think, was the right call. Would have been nice to be able to knock all of these enemies back, but it would knock them upwards specifically, so any enemy below me would immediately just pop upwards into me, and that became extremely dangerous. Oh gosh. Mums is terrifying. Let's see. Increased movement speed, chance to conjure a meteoroid. I think I'm gonna keep working on Brisk Capsule, especially if Mums is chasing me. I don't think I have much to worry about in the moment, but... yeah, you never know. Okay. Snag all these bits. You can't catch me. I am too panicked. Oh, I really should leave those magnets for later. Rather than just picking them up, because boy, grabbing one singular magnet right before going through the exit portal would save me a lot of time and effort. Then again, I think the boss also works as a magnet. Okay. Chance to splinter. Saw blade. Yeah, let's go for the splinter shot. And keep kind of exploding things. I think we get 1 EXP per little blue pellets. Load all that stuff. I'm just gonna run in circles. I don't do that much damage to Mumza because he can't just die. Oh, there we go. Wildfire. AoE unmeasurable power. And yeah, the boss apparently is just a magnet. Might be a little bit more limited range. I'm noticing some EXP on the periphery that remains uncollected. Okay, I wanted to take a look at this. 40% chance to ignite an AoE wildfire on death, dealing 7.5 damage every half second for 3 seconds and doubles. Cool. I think that's just done. And is very effective. Why did I pick up the magnet again? I know not what I wrought. What I do? Okay, dizzy balls, splinter. My problem is my projectiles don't do any damage, so the whole splinter is kind of meaningless. Boy, this character in their self-heal, though. Really good. Like, normally at this point, I would have been super dead. And maybe that's part of the reason why I'm having such an easy time. Is that we had enough healing that the game could not cook me. Let's see. Pierce or AoE radius. Keep working on soft blobs. I don't think the pierce is actually that good in the moment. But once we start getting any amount of projectile damage, it's going to be absurd. Oh, I killed the mid-boss. 5% attack speed. Ouch. The one problem with the explosions is that the enemies also explode. Let's see. Chance of causing a hailstorm? Nah. Huh, why is that getting worse? I feel like this percentage should be going up. Well, let's keep grabbing the sentient halo anyway. Okay, we do have a magnet over there. And let's leave it for now. Either they goofed that one or they just goofed the writing on it. Okay, pierces 4 times. Each each pierce, 4 consecutive pierces will generate a faster second piercing shot in the same direction, dealing 0 damage. Yeah, unfortunately my base damage here is not great. It's not strictly terrible, like I do a ton of damage. But it's through like weird procs and other things. Okay, well, we have a second magnet, so I might as well use the first. Enemies have a chance of exploding. Now let's keep going for the attack speed. I want the chance to explode, but that's not strictly useful at the moment. It is, but if we get to the point where we can't actually kill any of these things, it's meaningless. Okay, so we now have Gaia, who I think might be easier. Either that or I'm a lot faster. Let's see, chance of imploding. Let's go for the chance of imploding. Okay, and we get 60% crit damage. Let's explode these guys. Do we have anything left? I did explode a lot of enemies. Nope, looks like we're good. Like, I just feel like my character needs low-key screaming in the background endlessly. And it feels slightly wrong that he doesn't have it. Ow. And part of it is those stacking fire... the stacking fire effect does, like, oodles of damage. Main problem is I cannot kill half of these things. But maybe that's fine. Damage multiplier, I mean, is good. Once I've killed them, then everything else in their vicinity explodes. But if it's a bunch of tough mobs, it's a problem. Oh, I died. I've been absorbed by the mass. Alright, it's fine. Let's do another one of those. Let's see, we also have some stuff. Ooh, this got expensive. Let's see, so... Oh, that's why I have a second projectile. And some regen. I want the higher chance of rare items. Go for the crit chance. Movement speed, blast radius, range, or EXP. I guess I'll just go for the 15% starting movement speed. Okay, so you can now aim your shots. That's nice. Many bosses spawn more frequently. Bosses spawn in couples. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Only blobs will spawn. And everything moves twice as fast. Let's go with those. Do we want to try a Dizzy Wizzy? Enemies one-shot by Dizzy Wizzy's attack will generate an explosion. I'm not I'm not sure if I can pull that off. Okay, so I have to defeat runners. I think that's a problem for me. Let's try Dizzy Wizzy. Unfortunately, we're going to be in a bit of an issue. Okay. My main issue is enemies one-shot by this guy explode. And my one fear is, do they have to be from full health? I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm going to try and go massive damage, if I can. I don't think dissolving level ups is strictly worth it. Because my problem is doing any prior damage to this guy, to these guys, more or less ruins him. So let's just not do that. I really wish it would actually save these. Do we wanna? Do we want to die horribly? Okay, Bingus Bonkus' heaviness causes a small nova to erupt every bounce. Sure, let's do Bingus Bongus. Oh. Okay, that might actually be really good. Let's see. Damage of all AoE items. I mean, I suppose that is what Bingus Bongus does. Okay, so he does have an attack. It's not bad, but I think I might want to go AoE boy again. I might want to go for the damage on movement speed upgrade. Okay, radius of all AoEs. My goal to some degree is to give this guy massive sonic howl, if I can. And then ludicrously huge AoEs. Okay, Halo. We do have some healing, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Okay, deal more damage the faster you move. I think I'm doing 5 damage now. Okay, Homing Goo, Blast Radius, Worms. Let's go for Wiggling Worms. I'm not even going to be attacking much here. Like, I have an attack, but it's bad. Oh, that knockback is really good. Regenerate HP? No, just increase damage by 15%. Like, this run's definitely gonna rhyme with the last one, and I feel a little bit one note for it, but on the flip side, maybe it's not a problem. It certainly has a different vibe from the last one. All damage dealt has a chance to crit. Do we want W Blobby? Or, no, let's go for Crush Ruby. We tried the fire one. And I think my bounce can crit. Yeah, so let's go for crit and slash. Okay, increased damage, attacks pierce, chance to enter a frenzy. No. Just more raw damage, more crit. What I want is this... Oh, we need to invest a lot into movement speed. I bet I bounce even more. Okay, let's keep doing Sonic Howl, though. I really like this about some bullet heavens. Not all of them do it well, but the constant theory crafting of, like, can I make this build silly? And how? It's very gratifying, but very satisfying. Just kind of that element of like, okay, this is how I make this work. Okay, good. Gaia is less of a problem. I think I want to pick up that, but let's keep going for Wubby for at least a little while longer. I've got other things I want to grab. Okay, so we've taken out a Gaia. We get double lightning. I really wish it would not give me something new. I don't mind the lightning, but it doesn't help me. But the fact that it can just give me a completely random item that I don't own is weird. I'd almost rather it be like a rare upgrade that I normally don't have. Okay, dealing damage to enemies above 80% HP has a 35% chance of dealing almost double that again. And if the target dies, trigger a post-mortem obliteration. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Nice part is my pickup radius is pretty good, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. We do want to pick some healing up. I'm not as beefy as the last character. Well, I'm beefier, but I don't have that healing. Guess I'll just do Chain Lightning Strike. I suppose I can attack. It helps. Okay, regenerate, slow amount of HP. I'm curious about attack range, but I'm pretty sure that does not apply to my hop. And yeah, I can just run in circles. Enemies have a 15% chance of exploding on death. Yep. We definitely need some AoE size. I guess I'll go for the Hailstorm. I think this game needs some rerolls and banishes as well. Yeah, I want the Pool of Fire. Well, let's keep going for a little bit more thick hide. I know we have the Halo and we want to scale our damage, but it's not necessarily a good idea for us to stay low on this one, currently. You think you can run away from me? Or you think you can catch me? I'm too fast for you. Okay, we get Frostbolt. Yeah, see, I'm gonna keep going back to... But why, though? Let's see. Splinter? Nah, let's just go for the Tranquilizer. I'll snag that. Let's see. Attack speed? No. Because stuff like Frostbolt is... It's not counter to my build, it's just not useful on my build. Damage of all AoEs, increase... Let's go for the Crumpled Sapphire. That's an overall damage upgrade for everything. Not that I'm using my attack too much. Okay, damage of AoEs. We want radius more than anything else. I have no idea which one I picked up there. Radius is the big one, because if I can make my, my constant Thunder Thigh do damage. Okay. Extra crit chance for even more damage? Yeah. Because what I want is my constant Thunder Thigh to crit, causing slashes. Which just hopefully should scale way out there, especially if the slashes themselves can crit. Which I think they can. Okay, medium ultrasonic wave every couple of seconds. Yeah, it should be good. We've got a lot of magnets for reasons. Okay, and we've got a couple of mid-bosses, so I'm gonna want to avoid killing the bosses if I can for at least a little while. Alright. 30% AoE radius. That's what I like to see in here. Another tranquilizing mass. Okay, 25% chance to crit. For even more damage. And my goal is to get to the point where everything just passively dies by being near me. 30% more AoE radius, that's a good sign. Because my last build was very much reliant on me, attacking. And killing enemies to actually trigger the AoEs. This time around, none of that. So many magnets. We do need more healing, though. But this way, the explodey boys aren't going to be blowing up in my face anymore. That was kind of the main source of damage and the big risk. Okay, critical strike has a 40% chance of causing slashes. I do want the damage of all AoEs, but we want to clear out the pool and get teen slashes to be super dang good. I'm surprised I haven't seen the explosion upgrade go by more often. Yeah, I think bosses should always only upgrade things that you have. Okay. More EXP. Like, the tranquilizing masses are good, and I'm sure if I got them out of the pool, it would actually be fine. Whoop. Windows Explorer is just like, hey, check out your files, and I'm like, why? I know they exist. Okay, that's attacks? Nah. Unfortunately, this is kind of a non-attacking build. Now, it'd be kind of... Oh, man. I do think this game kind of needs Nova Drift style synergy ultimate upgrades. Kind of rare things that change how things work. I mean, honestly, in general, I think the Nova Drift style reroll and modification system would actually go a pretty far way on this. Specifically being able to, like, banish things you don't like, reroll stuff, if you don't have options that you currently want, but you don't want to get rid of. But then, yeah, also, like, hey, you have X amount of AoE radius and the fire upgrade and the blast explosion. Well, now they've fused together. Oh, you've got 4 sources of passive damage. You've got 4 sources of passive damage beyond just your normal attack. Get rid of your normal attack for even more passive damage. You know, little stuff like that, I think would make this game... I mean, it's already pretty fun, but I think it would help tremendously. Oh, there'd be vacuums. I don't know if it's a ma'am doing it. It's definitely... I don't think... Oh! It's the Squiddle mid-boss. Okay, damage by 85%. Chance has, also have a chance of doing double damage. Okay. Is that 45% crit chance? Oh, my crit chance is near 100% now. Okay, good. % crit chance. Not as good as last time, but it's fine. So now I very much have to get some heals. Otherwise, I am beyond dead. I heal, but I heal very slowly. At least we're gonna have most of the next run. Or next region to heal up, but you never know. Oh. Yeah, definitely picking up the healing upgrade wherever and whenever I can. At least we are now at a 100% crit chance, which should make me pretty absurd. I think this is double enemies too. Ow. Even more damage the faster I move. Oh, big heals. I think it only healed me 4 too. Yeah, unfortunately, my constant shockwaves are a little hard to see past. But I guess what I should do is probably just run. Just run away constantly. Because most things in my path die. Not all, but most. And so as long as I'm not sticking in one specific area... Okay, the stony boys are a bit of an issue. You know, as long as I don't make an attractive target for the stony boys, I think we're fine. Okay, more EXP? Yeah. I'm still generally not attacking here. Really like this character. I really wish that they actually just didn't have an attack, or that the stomp was their attack, and you could proc off of that. Though on the flip side, that would get absurd considering how fast I seem to be stomping here. It's very clearly like the attack speed is through the is scaled based off of my movement speed. The stomps that I do is on a per distance basis. I guess look at this spiky disc. There's kind of no reason not to. Now, do we have a mid-boss in this mix? I don't see one. Okay, boy, Mumsa has a lot of HP. Unfortunately, I think the bosses are going to get very tanky here. With limited recourse. Because this run has gone on for quite a while, and I've noticed this game does not want you to go for quite a while. It very much wants you dead. The thing is, you kind of hit that critical mass where it doesn't matter anymore. And you're so absurdly strong that it's more or less just absurd damage versus extraordinarily meaty enemies. Bosses, mostly. And boy, I level so slowly at this point. Well, I'll just get one shot by something. Seems like the most likely answer. Oh, we do actually have a mid-boss here. The problem is he's got 9,000 HP. You know what? I'm actually going to go over here. We're going to, I'm going to deal with Mumsa kind of out and separately. Ow. Because I want to kill the mid-bosses. It's interesting how fast Magnus can move when he wants to. I wonder if they get a speed boost when they're off camera. Oh, those tranquilizing spheres are doing lovely work. It almost seems like at this point I'm reliant on mid-bosses to get me the remaining couple of upgrades that I need. Unfortunately, it's totally random what we're going to get, so we might just get some random junk. Crit chance? Or not crit chance, slashes. Shoot. What was the other one? There's like a really redundant upgrade that I think I saw go by. Oh no. Okay, so the game has given up trying to kill me. It is now going to try and kill my frame rate. Oh, there we go. It's not huge amounts of healing, but even then, I'll take it. It's screen shake. Okay, can I, screen shake. What are we... Okay, so if I don't... I guess there's a little bit of sound effectage going on. Yeah, 25% might not be too bad. The enemy flashing, I mean, just in general, this is probably epilepsy warning. And I should Yeah, I should probably mention that. Let's see. I want to keep working on the tranquilizing mass. I think I should, even though I'm not using it too much. Yeah, maybe that fire. Oh my god. I don't think I'm leaving this one alive. I think these big dudes are too big. And they're not going to damage me. They don't threaten me. They're just going to outmass me. Yep, I'm dead. You know what? All things considered, that's fine. That was fun. Let's see. Do we want to refund all and see what I can reconfigure? Maybe? I think mostly I just want to put points into lucky signs so I can get rarer stuff. Maybe, like, some of these other ones actually are really good. Let's see, 154, max HP. I'll take it. Alright, let's see, Goobies. Right, that's the developers. So, do we do another run, or do we call it here? I think we're gonna call it here. I'm running a little late today, and I should probably get this video out. So, Goobies is going to be available tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow? Maybe it's even today. Man, I don't know. I don't keep track of these things nearly as well as I should. Okay, yep, it's coming out tomorrow. I don't know what the price tag is, but I will say if you want to play this early, the demo is available now, and I don't actually know what the upper limits on that demo is. So, yeah, go, have fun, be Gooby. It's one of the better bullet heavens I've played in a while, even though, like, there's some really stiff competition. I just like the visual style, and the upgrade system has a lot of promise, especially if they can add more layers to it. I would say branching choices, or even, like, unique evolutions. So, for example, say at, like, level 3, you get an A or a B option, and then those split at the end with, like, another A or B option. Like, that would change a lot, because what if I don't care about... oh, what's a good example? The Halo, the attacking more below X amount of HP. I don't care about that, just give me more damage, you know, stuff like that. Those little upgrades and choices would actually be really nice, and I'm sure it would throw off the balance on this game, like, really hard, but whatever. Sacrifice yourself to Mumza while having 3 capsules equipped. Huh. 100 damage in one run. Ooh. 10 strange fruits in one run. Sigrid 20 times. Yeah. Roulette 50 times in a run. Gaia 100 times. So it seems like a lot of these I just have to work on. Pixel Perfect. Tweak it. Huh. We'll take the lot. Tinctured Glimpse. 10 million score in a run. Survive for more than 100 seconds without moving. And unlock all Goobies. Well, unfortunately for me, game bugged. Because at this point we've gone past unlocking Spinky Winky and it's still not it's still not unlocked. Which is, unfortunately, I think the guy that I need. That's a shame. I'm sure the devs will fix that. It's probably because I unlocked him before actually playing the game. Or I unlocked him in my previous couple of runs, and I guess they lowered the limit and didn't have a catch-all for somebody like me. Anyway, so with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe. I got tons to check out and show off. With that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.